Oh my God. We had to get out.
We packed up, we put our lives in a shipping container, and we moved back to New Zealand.
Oh my God.
Gosh. We have made a big decision, and our lives look very different from this time a year ago, and there is a reason for that.
So for those of you who don't know us, I'm Andre,
And I'm Cameron.
and we want to go back. Let's talk about our lives a year ago. We used to live in Melbourne, right? Melbourne, Australia. And now, obviously, if you don't know us and where we've been the last 6 months, we actually moved to New Zealand. So we're going to explain to you what happened, why we're over here, and go from there. So we loved Melbourne for a long time. We built our whole lives up there. We were there for what, 15 years?
15 years,
15 years.
A good chunk of our lives.
Yep. We had really good jobs, we had a house, good friends. We built everything there. And then what happened?
I think just towards the end, something changed. Something changed in us and what we wanted. We just felt in Melbourne that the crime was more visible. There were protests every weekend. Even when we got married, there was a protest in the background that was overshadowing our wedding. It was outdoors. It was absolutely crazy. We started to feel unsafe. All around us there were smoke shops and vape shops getting blown up. There was the crime wars. The atmosphere just felt heavier and heavier, and the more and more it got, the more we wanted to get out.
I didn't feel safe at some points, even walking down the main streets of Melbourne. Like, going back 10 years ago, Melbourne was a great place to live. We felt safe. It was such a great vibe, but we were just like, nah, we had to get out. Towards the end, we had to get out.
And our day-to-day lives were just becoming very repetitive. We were up at 6 a.m, we were in the car driving for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, because the traffic was so ridiculous to get into the city. And then coming home was even worse. The traffic getting home took another hour. So we were 2 to 3 hours a day just in commuting to and from work. Then out in our suburb, we always had to travel to get groceries. There was no supermarket down the road. It was always a 15 to 20 minute drive. There were no shops anywhere. It was just pizza and kebabs, and that was it. So we couldn't eat healthy. We just had to go so far. And even just in our local area, just the traffic was out of control. And simple tasks just became very exhausting. And I think Andre even picked up the amount of rubbish and graffiti in our area. What did you think?
Towards the end, I was just absolutely gobsmacked. Like, the council couldn't keep up with the rubbish dumping. It was just horrendous. Like, Melbourne seriously had changed a lot in the last 10 years. And I know, like, I might sound a bit of a broken record, but there's just, honestly, we weighed up so many pros and cons of Melbourne, and we were just like, the cons just kept balancing higher and higher. And towards the end, like, I think we just both felt exhausted a lot of the time. It was the same things over and over,
Repeat.
the same issues over and over again, that we were just like, something has to change. We've had enough. Like, we can't keep doing this. Like, we're not happy. And, you know, we were just struggling to do the basic survivals of our routine. And we just weren't happy. We weren't enjoying it anymore. So, yeah.
We felt drained, and don't get us wrong, Melbourne was home for a big part of our lives, and even both of us, we packed our lives up into a suitcase and we jumped the ditch from New Zealand to Australia to live a great life. And for a big part of that, our lives were fantastic. We had excellent jobs, our careers really established there, and we met some amazing people, and we've got friends for life. But really, over time, with what we've just said, we needed big change.
Yep.
And we made that change, and we packed up, we put our lives in a shipping container, we put our kitty cats in cat storage.
Cat storage.
And we just said, let's do it. We sold our house, we sold our Tesla, we sold everything
Yep.
that we had, and we moved back to New Zealand to be closer to family. And
Yep.
oh my God, do we feel so much better. We can breathe clean air.
Yep.
There's no protests around.
There's no traffic. I think the first thing that we noticed was when we walk down the street, everybody acknowledges you and says hello. And
They say good morning. Like, how crazy is that? We never got that in Melbourne.
I know. There's honestly been so much better benefits living back home in New Zealand than obviously Australia. Don't get us wrong, like there is still a lot of pros to Australia, but I mean in general, I don't know, I think we just needed a real life reset.
Big reset.
Yeah, a real reset in life.
And we were hoping to continue with our careers, but in the end, it just didn't work out, and we both had to finish up our jobs. So for the first time in our 15-year relationship, we've both been unemployed.
Yay.
But we're loving it. It feels like a little early retirement. But it's giving us some time to spend time with family. We've got family all over New Zealand, and we've done a bit of travel. As you've probably seen from a few of our videos, we've been up to the North Island. We've got family here locally in Christchurch. So seeing family and having some quality family time has been absolutely amazing. So what's the next chapter for us and our YouTube channel? Well, slowing down makes us think very differently, and we just don't want life to pass by. We want to have a little bit of fun, and we want to document what we're going to be doing next. And we don't want this channel to be all random, but we're not just uploading moments. We want to build a new chapter, and we want you guys to come on this journey with us.
So I guess what the next steps are is, what are we going to do? I think we should simplify our lives.
We want to plan something a bit more mobile.
Yep. I think we want to choose experiences over routine. Yep.
And I think we're going to do this sooner rather than later.
Yep. So I suppose the next video will show what this actually means.
Yeah, so there is something huge coming very, very soon. We can't wait to reveal it to you, but our plans are in motion, and it is going to completely change our YouTube channel. It's going to change our lives, and I guarantee you're going to want to be a part of this. So if you haven't subscribed, please go down there and subscribe, follow what we're going to do, and come on this next chapter of our lives.
And I'm going to leave you with one thing. Leaving Melbourne was one step, but what we're about to do is step 2.
And it's going to be the biggest video that we have ever filmed.